Before I let the video play, I want to go over a few things with you guys. Anything that you see on this channel basically was done for the first time. At the time and date of filming production on any of the videos on any of my channels, if it's a hack or a mod that I'm doing, that I'm bragging about, especially if I say it's never been done before, it's never been done before. I did a hack which was a LED underglow hack, but it was, put it this way, the hack was about $1 for each LED strip, and it's an active LED strip. You know the meteor shower LED, sticks that you buy and you hang from the gutter of the roof of your house, and they're like LEDs that are dripping down. I bought that. It was an 8-piece for $8, so it's $1 an LED. I busted open the tube, I took it out, it runs on 7 volts. I taped it with thick Gorilla clear tape underneath each one of the skirts. And it's a very quick, easy mod that can run off of the BEC on your receiver. As an example. Another thing that I'm doing is part of this whole front lip diffuser, the engine bay, these side skirts is all part of a Pikes Peak aero body kit that I've been working on, and I just recently finished doing the wing on the Skyline. So the video after this one is going to be showing you guys everything pretty much summed up together and what it took me to get the wing done. This video in particular is about, let me put it to you this way. Everybody either uses magnets, a wire going from the chassis to the body of the vehicle, or they're using washers to power LEDs that they have on the body of their vehicle and trying to eliminate wires. Well, I'm doing something a little bit different, because if you have a wire or you're using magnets or washers, that's one positive and one negative going to one set of lights. So that's one channel. What I'm doing is capable of managing up to 9 channels, which would be 9 individual accessories you can have on your RC car body with no wires and no magnets. And the best part of that is you'll have full control. If you have 9 channels on your radio and you are occupying all 9 channels of this VGA computer output board that I'm showing you, you would be able to have full control. If you're having servos that are operating off of those channels, you're going to be able to control pulse width modulation with your remote on that, rather than it just being constant power and being one voltage that is unchanging. So for what I'm doing, I have 2 switches so that I can turn 2 of my 4 channels off and on. And for the other 2 out of the 4, I have a mini speed control that I'm going to be using as a dimming feature. So not only can I control the voltage that is going to that channel in particular, I can adjust it with my radio at any point in time given. So as you'll see in the video that's going to play after this demo, this is a VGA output board and it's a 9-pin. There are VGA output boards that are more than 9-pin if you wanted to. So in the video, you'll be able to see close-ups of that, what it looks like and what it looks like on the body, which I have right here. Which, by the way, this is the wing that I just finished this week. And this is all part of the Pikes Peak aero body kit that I'm working on. That's coming out in the next video. But under here is the second VGA output board that's on the body. So when you put the body on the vehicle, everything is already measured precisely and lined up. When you put the body on, like you put any body on any vehicle, these 2 are going to connect. These 2 are going to connect seamlessly. It's 9 pins. Now the way I'm using it is I'm using 4 negatives and 4 positives. That's taking up 8 pins. And the reason for that is because every single LED that it's on this body is a different voltage. The Nismo door panels, or the Nismo door emblems that light up, those handle up to 14 volts. The brake lights handle up to 14 volts. The amber parking lights on the rear handle 14 volts, even though it's recommended at 12 volts. The front headlights also handle 12 volts, but that'll really get hot in this application, so I need to keep those between 8.5 to 9 volts. The fog lights at the front are 7 volts. If you exceed 7 volts, they're going to blow out. It happened to me once. So for the fog lights, I'm probably just going to run that off of the BEC, and I'm going to have to run my ESC BEC that powers my receiver at 7 volts so that I can, okay? So looking at these mini speed controls, it says that the BEC is 6 volts. If these can handle 7 volts, that'll be fine, because all the voltages going to these lights are going to be between 12 volts and 8.5 to 9 volts. It's not a lot of strain. I'm not running a motor on it, so it should be able to handle 7 volts. I could do it at 6 volts. The only thing that's going to change is my distance and range between the radio and the receiver. But I'm not going to be running this car like I run my other cars that I speed run and bash them. This is more of a shelf queen and something to show off. So I'm not really worried about all those technicalities, you know, being all sporty and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave the details for the video. You guys watch it, check it out, see how I did it. You're welcome to leave any comments, ask questions below. I answer pretty much up to this day. I've answered everybody's comments so far. So I'm gonna leave it here. You guys enjoy the video. Like, share, and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. Have a good one. I'm holding on the inside of this body that you're seeing here are VGA output boards, and they are 9 pins. You could wire this one of either 2 ways. You could have one common ground and 8 positive outputs, or you can do positive and negative individually, which will give you 4 different output voltages. I'm also going to be using these balancing wires going into the VGA board. That way I can tap into how many LiPo cells I want, because everything runs on a different voltage. I'm also going to be using mini speed controls because I want to be able to dim my lights either up or down, or just turn them off with 2 other switches that I also have. So let's see here. I pretty much have everything that I need. If I was to add up all the wires from the headlights, the parking lights in the front and the rear, and the side emblems and the brake lights, we're talking 2, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 24 wires. Okay, so I have a lot of wiring I need to do. I am going to be combining the rear parking lights with the brake lights and run those on the same voltages. And I have 4 headlights, but those are all running on 1 channel. So this is going to allow me to bring it down to just 4 different outputs. This is the bracket, or whatever you want to call it, the housing that's going to hold the VGA board on the chassis, and one goes on the body. But this portion here on the chassis, in that open spot you're looking at, is where I need to fit the 2 mini speed controls and the 2 light switches. Everything needs to fit in there, and it's all going to be clean and unseen. This was somewhere along the middle of measuring and determining what shape things are going to take. This portion that I'm holding is the one that goes on the chassis, and I have 4 JST plugs that are going to plug into another set of JSTs that actually plug into the balancing ports. So I have some custom wiring I need to do. These screws are flush mounted. I just need to route out the opening a little more so they sink in. And I need to fit everything inside that pocket. I need to make some more paneling on the inside of it, which is going to hold the speed controls and the switches. This is what it looks like inside the body for now, and I have a lot of wiring I need to do. So this is where I'm at right now, and I'm actually taking a break from this because I started working on a different part on the car, which is a Pikes Peak body kit that I've been working on, and that's going to be another video that's also going up. I have so much wiring and soldering and just so much brain power that needs to go into this design here that you're seeing that it's going to be a while before it's done. And this is so that I can remove and install the body with no wires, no mess, no tanglement, none of that. And I'm going to be able to have complete control of 4 different voltage outputs
for the headlights, the front fog lights, the rear parking lights, the brake lights, and the 2 Nismo door emblems that I have. So just absorb it, take a look at it, see what's going on. I've been working on this entire build. I think it's 4 months already, and it's going to be about 6 months by the time I have it done. So I have a long way to go. Stick around, subscribe, like, share, and don't miss this project so you can see it when it's complete.